right. Hello. Here we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We are moments away from this live broadcast. Testing 1, 2. Yep, I'm doing that already, Roger. My God, heaven, don't count in front of me. I'm kidding you. Are you out of your mind? You've been drinking all afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, so please just be ready for anything. We're tickled that you're here. It's really warm, and if you are feeling chilled, just snuggle up to the person next to you. That's totally cool here. Whatever you got to do to stay warm. We're going to be using you a lot tonight, so we're going to give you opportunities for you to demonstrate just how really cool and awesome and loud you can be in your responses, because since this is broadcast live, if you don't make sounds, people are going to think we suck. So, that said, there's an applause sign up here, which when you see this puppy light up, what do you think you're supposed to do when that happens? Oh, okay, very nice. We want to tweak that up about 143%. We want literally the ceiling tiles to just kind of drop down on top of you. That's a cue that you've applauded correctly. There's also going to be an opportunity for you to actually use your voices. You're going to sing a little bit, so just listen to the instructions. We'll kind of guide you all through it. But this is live, and we'll be getting rolling here in just a few minutes. One of the things we're going to ask you to do is a segment with medical advice. We're going to ask you to decide whether someone should stay or go. Stay home or go to the emergency room. And I'm going to count you down by going 3, 2, 1, and based on what you've heard, you will say whether or not you think that person should just stay home and suck it up or schlep their way over to the emergency room. So here's how it'll go. I'll count down 3, 2, 1, and then you say either stay or go. There are no correct or incorrect answers. So 3, 2, 1, stay! Wow, I'm taking it a little personally. You all said go. I have no idea how to process it. And now she's pointing at me. My God in heaven. Have a good time. Enjoy yourselves. We're thrilled that you're here tonight. If you have any questions, we ask that you please direct them internally and don't voice them out loud because we can't answer questions during the live show. However, we are going to give you a chance too on these radio postcards to fill out some stuff. So just be yourselves, have fun, keep it clean. Remember, it's broadcasting throughout the entire known universe, bouncing off the stars, could very well hit the Hubble telescope and be broadcasting live on Mars. So give me one more demonstration of your applause skills. Wow, that literally gave me chills. I got to go to the restroom now. We'll be with you live in just a moment. And welcome to the Vasa Radio Hour. We're going to get going here real quick.
You're going to be sunny side up right then. Okay, so just the first two, start with Mount and Washington, Force is talking to us.
Most of them down by the riverside.
Yeah, but not to come back. Then we're heading.
Hi, Rob. Thank you for making certain of that.
We just play just two of the way they break.
Yes. Yes.
You're good with names, Paul.
Well, you can all chime in.
How the lips feel? You guys been playing all day or what?
That's why I call the second in Nebraska.
Oh.
Yeah, we're always tired.
You're always tired.
Oh, good.
Another good reason why.
I see everyone.
Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that the show tonight is being live streamed via the worldwide internet web. So you can tell your friends at home to log on to the Paradise Theater website. It's smalatheater.com, and from anywhere in the world, they'll be able to see the show and hear you in the audience. Yeah, so take this opportunity, if you have a phone, to go ahead and post where you are on Facebook or Twitter or whatever you do, Snapchat, all that good stuff. Let them know and give the URL for, if they just put the Paradise Community Theater, they actually have the URL there as well where people can listen to it live. Roger's doing that right now for those of you that want to watch a human being update its own phone in front of you. This is a selfie of me at the show on the internet. Wow. Wow. Oh, thank you, John. There we go. Beautiful. I want to give a special shout out to the Stillwater Work Release Program for allowing me to be here tonight. The bracelet's getting a little weird. It's a little tight, actually. There we go. That's much better.
We're at 10 minutes until showtime. You can talk amongst yourselves.
Please talk amongst yourselves, and if you want to throw cash on the stage, it's a real common practice, actually, more to throw cash up on stages, so have at it. Just knock yourselves out. No coins, please. That's cheap as hell.
So hopefully she can help them a little bit. Yeah, I think you're right. We're the judges. I criticize it a little bit. Giving judges a hard time.
Thank you, Jim. Don't forget my friend Vasa, the tax deductible donation right there.
What a generous guy.
What a stud.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure he printed that off at Kinko's.
Hey, send it back up.
Whoa.
Are we synced?
Of course we're synced, sunk, sank. 8 minutes.
4x5.
It's the radio postcards that we read out. Like, there's some people. That's all right. I know. You're battling infectious agents. Your immune system. Radio postcards. Yeah. We've done that.
To the young woman in the back there with a bottle of vodka and a straw, you got to pass that around if you're going to be drinking here. Okay, just pass it down the row. There you go. Wipe the straw off each time. Got to be safe and conscious.
So how many gigs do you guys play a year? And do you rehearse weekly or once in a while?
When did you blow your music up? You blew your music up?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
We draw the line at electric.
5 minutes. 5 minutes until showtime.
It's a long day.
Isn't this the clue? Means nothing.
You need Elaine? We had a little gathering between the afternoon rehearsal and evening performance. I tried to limit the amount of alcohol. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Well,
Oh, we're not. Wait, I'm fine.
yeah.
Because he's with us too. It's just that so we're gonna-
Sorry for not making that lack. That's a lack of clarity.
That's in the middle. We're ending. No, down by the Riverside. Then dance, and then the last one is.
As you can see, this young man is filling out a message for radio postcards. These messages can be up to 50,000 characters, which could make for a long evening. So thank you for keeping it to 2,000 characters. And keep it clean. Don't forget, we have children in the audience. They're going to need counseling after this is over. And please write clearly, ma'am. I can see from here that you have issues. No, I'm kidding. It looks plenty clear. It's plenty clear. I see.
Hawken, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you.
Geez, God, that would be funny if you had a brought enough for all of us to go
Just about 2 minutes.
We are at T-minus 2 minutes.
Places, performers, the call is places, places.
How do we look? Are we fun? Are we funny? Hey, Jared. Excuse me. Jared, you guys should be moving up to the mics. The mics. Okay, thank you.
2 minutes, you guys ready?
1 minute.
1 minute?
Yeah.
All right, I'll head upstairs.
Thank you. What's that? We have a little short scene for you guys. All very clear.
Wow, 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 wow.
Here we go.
We're good, good.
And it's an unbelievable time. It's a great game tonight. It's a wild. We'll lead up in the 5 rounds for Avalanche. By score, 4-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, visiting guests and foreign dignitaries, fine citizens of Caneby County and surrounding environs, boys and girls of all ages, the moment you have all been eagerly anticipating has finally arrived. Vasa Radio Hour is on the air. Live from the elegantly restored Paradise Theater in beautiful downtown Mora, Minnesota, and broadcast across the galaxy via the live streaming on the worldwide internet web, a program of exceptional integrity, variety, and gently sarcastic humor, featuring perilous acts of dramatic flair from every corner of the globe, songs of joy, tales of sorrow, and brief but inspiring glimpses of hope for the future. Compassionately brought to you by First Light Health System. And now, it is with great pleasure we present to you your host for the evening, a man who needs no introduction, but will be provided with one anyway, as agreed upon in his 3-year contract. An esteemed colleague from the world of entertainment, a veteran of vaudeville and a former boy soprano with the Minnesota Opera, an ex-minor league baseball executive, a leader in the alternative healing industry, and a man who never says no to a good cigar. Please welcome to the Paradise Proscenium, the incomparable, the inimitable, the one, the only, Dr. Kuamba.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for your generosity. You were far, far too kind. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It is great to be back in my surrogate hometown. You know, I was born in the wagon of a traveling show, so I never really had a hometown, you know, and yet I think that the concept of hometown, when I think of that, Mora is the first thing that springs to my mind. The Vasa, the dollar horse. Love that little dollar horse. Whenever I come back to town, that's the first place I go. Make a little pilgrimage, get out of the car, you know, take a selfie. Right there by the swimming pool, nestled in by the Kanabec County Fair's perennial flower garden. But earlier this week, Tuesday to be precise, I get into town and the very first thing that I hear, is a rumor. Yeah, I know, right? And I have to stop right there for a minute because I know for a fact that one of the things that makes Mora so special is that there never, ever are any rumors. You know, isn't that weird? I mean, I've been visiting Mora for, good Lord, since before the war. And I tell you, I've never, ever heard anything even remotely resembling a rumor until Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday, I wandered into the Crystal for my usual cup of coffee, said hi to Mike, and lo and behold.
Well, it'd be a shame. I tell you, a gosh darn shame. Oh, I don't know what all the fuss is about. The fuss? The fuss? Oh, I'll tell you what the fuss is about. The fuss is about the fact that some people want to move the dollar horse.
Oh, no. What?
That's what I heard.
Really?
Oh, it's true.
Where did you hear that?
At the barber shop.
At the city council meeting.
Who wants to move it?
The bank. Who else?
Well, they got the money.
They want to put it on top of the bank right over here,
No, that fancy new bank out there on 23.
where Land O'Lakes used to be.
They want to move the dollar horse right into their own front yard, like it's their own private lawn ornament.
Now, Eileen, just calm down.
Don't you tell me to calm down. Just because they have a snazzy new building and a show-offy new name hooked up with some conglomeration way down there in Iowa does not give them the right to hijack our famous landmark.
Nobody's hijacking nothing.
It's worse than the Trojan horse.
They want to move it all the way to Iowa? They just want to move it to a location with higher visibility, that's all.
It's privatization, and I don't like it.
Next, it'll be the Social Security.
Right there by the stoplights,
They say it'll be more visible there.
right where Zetterberg's hardware store used to be.
And look what happened to that. They tore that down in the middle of the night, so nobody would be able to say anything about it.
Didn't even have a chance to claim it as a historical landmark. Wham, bam, gone.
You have to admit it will be more visible there.
Oh, it'll be more visible, all right. So visible that anyone pulling up to the intersection from any direction was bound to twist their neck out of alignment trying to catch a few.
Oh, talk about distracted driving.
Worse than a cell phone, I'd say.
Worse than texting.
Worse than sexting.
Eileen! Let's not get carried away with ourselves.
Oh my goodness, it's just a big orange fiberglass thingy. You make it sound like it's the Statue of Liberty or something.
Well, it is like the Statue of Liberty. For some of us, it represents who we are.
Fiberglass horses?
The culture. Some of us have ancestors who have scraped and suffered to escape poverty and hardship from Sweden.
I thought you were mostly Norwegian.
I am of mixed heritage.
A mixed heritage?
It gets very complicated. The family tree has many branches.
Well, according to Ancestry.com, she's 50% German, 25% Irish, and 25% Armenian.
What's Armenian?
I believe that information is supposed to remain confidential.
When you spit into a little vial and send your DNA in a padded envelope through the U.S. mail and wait for results to be posted on the internet, I don't know how confidential.
Armenian?
Well, yep. Armenian, yeah. Somebody must have jumped the fence.
Well, gosh darn, what's Armenian?
From Armenia.
Is that anywhere near Sweden?
Well, you know, now that I think about it, Grandma Fenschenmacher did have jet black hair, and there were rumors. But we just always thought she was French Canadian.
Yes, yes, there were rumors, and more rumors. And I guess there always will be rumors. And as long as they're not too vicious or mean-spirited or wildly speculative in nature, they're just part of what makes life in a small town interesting. And as to the issue of whether or not you qualify as Swedish, well, the answer is simple. When the Vasa of Pet rolls around, well, it brings out the Swede in all of us.
And what better way to honor our immigrant heritage than with the rousing march by one of America's greatest composers, John Philip Sousa.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's give it up for the Mora Second Ending Brass Group. So, Linda, my God in heaven, you got a motley crew here behind you. Tell me a little bit how you found these people and whether or not they are actually being pursued by the law.
Some of them are. We started about 30 years ago, actually, and I guess I'm the only one that was in the first original group, but then through the years, we've just, it's changed a little bit, but we're here. We practice once a week sometimes, and they behave sometimes, and we laugh a lot and have a good time.
Well, it sure looks like it. You're making our lives very cool tonight. We sure are thrilled that you're here. You're just gorgeous people, by the way. I'll be honest, seriously. I've rarely seen a more attractive brass group. I've seen lots of brass groups, and you guys are definitely one of them. All right, let's let them do another number for us here and keep that rousing clapping going on. God knows we sure love a party. Oh, yeah. Thank you, boys and girls. All right, hey, don't worry, we're going to bring it back here for more in the second half of the show. Fear not, fear not. Thank you, Linda. What a motley crew you assembled for us tonight. Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a very special treat, and I am certain that you are well aware that we live in perilous times. If you aren't aware of that, check out Fox News. I'll show you right now. It seems that those who were once our enemies are now our friends, and those who were once our friends are now seriously questioning the very nature of our relationship. With that in mind, the international scouting staff of Vasa Radio Hour has made a serious effort to expand our talent pool to include performers from every corner and region of the globe. So please welcome to the Paradise stage one of Russia's top young talents, the winner of the 2016 Petrograd International Arts Festival's Most Improved Actress Award, the recipient of the Siberian Stand-Up Comedy Competition Bronze Medal, and the third runner-up of Russian State Television's I Got Talent. The fun, the flirty, the bombastic wit of the Ural Mountain Ranges, Agnieszka Magdalena Bereshkova.
Spasiba. Thank you very much. Spasiba.
Miss Bereshkova's performance will be simultaneously translated by the director of the Concordia Language Villages Russia program. From Perham, Minnesota, please, let's give a Mora welcome to Professor Dmitry Sharenplenko.
Thank you very much. Pleasure, it is mine, I'm sure.
Okay, Miss Bereshkova, whenever you are ready.
Iti?
Da,
Yes, ma'am.
iti.
Go?
Da.
Datrani parnipa zalish mai toskab.
3 guys, pardon, guys.
Da?
Okay, guys, 3 guys.
Lutheran Münster Jesus Rawinski Sturantini Yidi Smusli Mankaidi Zim offer Plotraverna.
Ruskini na чучки,
Chuchnia
so sorry, but it seems we have a bit problem.
Problem? What's going on?
It seems the comedian, she not speak Russian so goodest.
Monraski Beniki.
Beniki?
Da.
Нет.
Da.
Нет.
Whoa, wait a minute, but she is Russian, right? She's Russian.
Yes, but Russia, very big country.
True.
Very, very big, and comedian, she come from autonomous zone way another east, near Siberia, a zone called Juchka.
Chuchka?
Da.
So when she speak, it is not Russian, at least not Russian, I understand. It is, how you say,
Dialecti?
a very special dialect called Chuchkin.
Chuchkin.
Da. Chuchki.
Do you understand Chuchkin?
Not so good. Her accent is ridiculous.
Okay.
I take 1 semester at Technological Institute for Foreign Language in Moscow, but Chuchkin, very, very difficult language.
I see.
They not so conjugal the verb.
No, conjugate. We say conjugate the verb, not conjugal. That means something completely different, altogether different.
Okay. I try my best. Iti.
Trapane fazalish me toskab traverna.
3 guys go into pub. Pub?
Pub.
Pub. Okay, pub. Niet pub. 3 guys go into pub.
Actually, just try bar. In America, we usually say bar.
You know this joke?
No, but we have a lot of jokes. We have a lot of jokes that begin with guy walks into a bar.
Okay. 3 guys walk into a bar.
Lutheran Münster Jesus Rawinski Sturantini Yudi I Namusli Mankadit Zim offer Plotav.
Lutheran Minster?
A Lutheran minister.
Da. A Lutheran Minster, a Rabbi rabbinical student, and a Muslim.
Okay, a Lutheran minister, a rabbinical student, and a Muslim.
Berman, Iskat, Ataksha, Shazat.
And the tender barmaid,
Bartender.
bartender, the bartender looks up and says, "What is this? Some kind of joke?"
Spasiba. Thank you very much. Spasiba, spasiba.
Thank you very much. I'll be here all the week.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause, please, for your visiting comic all the way from Russia, Miss Agnieszka Magdalena Barishkova, and her unflappable translator, the incomparable Professor Dmitry Charenplinko. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a quick word from another one of my fine products, Dr. Kwamba's Rheumatoid Rhubarb Rub.
If you suffer from rheumatoid arthritis, headaches, sore throat, joint and muscle pain, poor circulation, or just general discomfort and crankiness, we have the rub for you. Dr. Kwamba's Rheumatoid Rhubarb Rub, concocted from fermented juices of Grandma's favorite backyard plant. Our Rheumatoid Rhubarb Rub is 100% guaranteed to alleviate your pain, repair your shattered nerves, restore general pleasant disposition, and leave you feeling surprisingly refreshed and rejuvenated.
I feel refreshed and rejuvenated.
In addition, Dr. Kwamba's Rheumatoid Rhubarb Rub can be used as a jungle-strength insect repellent and a substitute metal polish that will add a special shine and luster to your silverware, and an all-natural marinade for grilling your favorite cuts of beef, pork, and chicken.
I bet that's tasty.
That's Dr. Kwamba's Rheumatoid Rhubarb Rub, available exclusively at www.drkwambasmedicinehow2.com. Order some today. You won't regret it.
That's a fact. You will not regret it. Hey, we got a real treat for you now. Tommy and Tommy, are you in the house? Tommy and Tommy? There are the Anishinaabe hand drums. Tommy.
Tommy and Tommy, come on down.
Come on down, Tommy and Tommy. Don't you hate it when that happens? Oh, and here we go. All right, they're coming right this way. Make your way up to the stage, gentlemen. Pitch black out there. This will be a real treat. Thank you, Tommy. And here we got Tommy. And here I'll give you the microphone. You can describe a little bit. Oh, you got one right here. There we go. All right.
For all the senior citizens out there, the natives are coming. The natives are coming. Be careful. Because you know when you hear the drums, bad things happen. Bad things, bad things. How's everybody doing tonight? My name is Chief Jaywadina. My legal name is Thomas Saros. My United States passport says where I was born was Texas. That's a true thing. Well, hello. And what we like to say with Native American people, and what we like to do is break down the bridges. And when we talk about our senior citizens, they are the backbone of our people. We try to learn from their mistakes. We try to learn from their heartaches, their good times, their bad times. But also, they try to stay with us, and we try to take care of them when they're senior citizens. Speaking of senior citizens, my fellow man here, Roger, has many faces, and I work with him, and he gets me worried sometimes when he's in the classroom. Sometimes he has those senior citizen moments. This is my brother, Tommy Benjamin. Give him a round of applause. There's a lot of things going on out there, and in Native America, as all of the the counties, the people of Mora, I'll say it in a good way, the United States of America. Now, we want you to remember is that everywhere you go, every highway that you cross, every building you go to, when you look and you think about underneath your feet, there's our flesh and blood, there's our DNA. And this is hard, but also we try not to hang on to the negative things. We always try to celebrate and have a good time. And with this theater and with everybody here, we really want to say thank you. And upon many 500 nations across the United States, we're just one of many indigenous people here. And with that, I would like to brag about Tommy here a little bit. He is my brother-in-law. He has a lot of songs that I wasn't raised with. I don't know. He could sing over me probably 500 times before I caught up to him. And he really has a lot of gifts and a lot of good things, qualities. And so we're just going to do a couple songs here, and I'm going to take a little break here and do some more introductions. But here we go. Our first song is Please Don't Be Offended. It's called When the Red Man Comes Over the Hill and Sees the White Man, and the white man gets on in his wagon, and he turns on the radio and he listens to the Vasa radio show. That's what it means. Once upon a time, there was a state that was trying to join the Union. And all these settlers They came from Europe, came from Canada, they came from Mexico, and they came together. They saw the red man, the Native American, the Indian, the indigenous person. And they said, hey, we need to make a name for our state. What do you think we should call it? Well, some of the guys were like, you know, I'm an anthropologist and I know what Native Americans are like. And well, we should have something on our flag that depicts the red man coming at, you know, us settlers. That's great. I know. Well, why don't we paint a picture of, well, let's say the red man coming across like he's gonna lynch us people while we're in our wagons, or better yet, a farmer. The farmer will be tilling his field and the red man will be behind him. And that's the story how we got our state seal of Minnesota. Now, as indigenous people, we have a lot of songs. There's a lot of songs that we're not allowed to share with you, the people of Mora, because we have a lot of secrets. And you know how you all like secrets, and you know you all live in your own homes and build fences around your houses and keep those secrets in your house. Oh, sorry. Going off. Really sorry. Supposed to stop me, Tommy. Okay, start again. So we do. We have a lot of songs that that are for healing, and it's kind of like when we sing them songs when we're in really, really private session. 90% of our healing is actually listening with our ears, with it, whether it be our children, and part of that 90% or half of it or a majority of that 90% gets absorbed through our skin. The sounds, the humming, the chanting of our voices. And this is what has been told to us. And these are a lot of things that we don't put down in, we don't write down, we just carry on from generation to generation. And the last song we're gonna sing is a dedication, but also in our society, women are the bosses. Don't get me started, really. So, as of, well, in reality, real quick, like the warriors, the chief, say, hey man, let's go to Mora and, you know, take back Dollar Days. Take back the Snake River. Well, you know, but if the women were like, what's that supposed to mean? That means don't go to war. So we would have to, the chief and the warriors would have to respect that. And if they didn't respect that, then, well, they weren't living accordingly, so they would go and live with people of Mora and, you know, the outcasts that live in all of the village of Mora. Just kidding. So the last song we're gonna sing is what we call a Quay Neiman. And they're a round dance, a social dance. If you feel like you have to get up and, you know, jig, dance, you're more than welcome. It's kind of like we're inviting you. So if you want to stand up, and we do a lot of this for healing, we do a lot of it for socialization, and give honor to the animals and to our elder people. So with that, here we go.
Oh. Miigwetch,
Thank you.
Tommy and Tommy.
Tommy and Tommy, yeah. Thank you, man.
I just love that silence. Thank you for having us, Roger and
Dr. Kwamba.
Dr. Kwamba. Matter of fact, the reason why our drums were sounding so good, we were using some of his ointment.
Yeah. I thought I smelled some rheumatoid rhubarb on there. Yeah, that was, I smelled the rheumatoid
I would buy some
rhubarb.
more. Thank you.
Thank you,
Miigwetch,
Tommy.
guys.
Tommy and Tommy, outstanding. Thank you, gentlemen.
You find yourself in another plane, a world, or dimension that is not your own. Things that were so familiar, suddenly uncertain. A bizarre realm with only one limitation, your mind. Hold your breath and steel yourself, for you are about to cross over the midnight threshold. Small town winter, skiing, sledding, and general outdoor merriment are on the menu for most residents of the town of Mora, Minnesota. And a favorite pastime of many in this area? Ice fishing. Here we have two brothers, Elroy and Al, alone in their fish house. Little do they know what they reel in from below the ice may not be the catch of the day.
Nothing biting today, huh?
Oh, and nada. I don't get it. Tom was getting loads of bites out here just the other day.
Do you remember to put out the pickled herring, though?
Oh, now you still believe in that? The what's it called? Mud cracker? The mud cooker?
No, you gotta leave the pickled herring out for the mud cracking. Nothing good ever happens if you forget about it. No fish is gonna be the least of our problems, Elroy.
Oh, now really, Al, we're not kids anymore. You know that Pops and everyone just made that stuff up for kicks.
That doesn't explain those two guys from Bram just last year, week before the ski race, disappeared below the ice. Never even found the bodies.
Now you have to be kidding me.
What do you think happened to them then, Mr. Know-It-All?
Well, I don't know. But all I'm saying is this mud cracking stuff.
You remember all the stories, the ones Grandpa and Dad always told.
Oh, yeah. How if we don't put out our little offering of pickled herring or whatever, some crazy subaquatic monster from Norway is going to drag us and our fish away through a hole in the ice. Do you hear how ridiculous that sounds when I say it, Al?
Oh, this is no good. I'm gonna go see if anybody in that other ice house has something we can put out.
Oh, for crying out loud. All right, just go. I'll humor your little superstition.
For those of you who do not reside locally, or are just not in the know, a brief explanation. Since the founding of the town on the shores of beautiful Lake Mora, locals have told stories. Stories of something that lurked beneath the ice of their town's own little lake. Tales passed from one person to another, stories detailing a creature, neither man nor animal, would rise from the frigid waters to feast. It was thought to have originated in Norway and thus deemed mud-kraken. The residents have found a way to deter the creature, even to appease its ceaseless hunger for human flesh, by leaving offerings of herring, pickled herring, from the Day Fish Company. Now let's turn our attention to Harold and Karen, a couple enjoying their time on the ice together.
Oh, honey, did you hear that?
Huh? No, probably just the wind.
Oh, Harold, honey, I heard something. What if it's an axe murderer?
Sweetums, that's ridiculous. Whoever heard of an axe murderer on a lake anyway?
Hello there, neighbors.
Oh,
Do
geez,
you?
what the-
Oh, whoa. I'm sorry to startle you.
Oh, jeez, I was about to hit you with the auger. Sorry about that.
Oh, we're so sorry. I thought you might be one of those axe murderers I keep hearing about on those cable network dramas. Now, what brings you over here?
Oh, it's no problem. These things do happen. Now, I just came over to ask if you had any spare herring or anything to put out for the. Oh, jeez!
Oh, no, what was it?
I gotta go.
Hey, mister, here, take some of these shiners. It's not much, but maybe it'll do some good.
Oh, thanks, pal.
Good luck, and
bye-bye.
come back and let us know how
Take
everything
care,
turned
hon.
out when you get back.
Elroy! Oh, Elroy! Oh, no, Elroy! Are those claw marks around the ice? Oh, jeez.
Oh, this will show him. I'll come up behind him and scare him more than any mud bat or whatever could ever do.
Give him back! I don't care what you want for him. I'll give you anything I have, whatever you want. I've got a gift certificate to Sportsman's Cafe. I got a gas coupon. I've got half a sheet of turkey stamps, and they're all yours.
Oh, he's gonna feel so stupid. I can't wait to see the look on his.
Oh, come and get it! No! Stay back! Don't let it!
We've all had, at some point or another in our lives, believed in monsters. When we're young, they lurk under the bed or in the closet in dark spaces. As we get older, they're sometimes found in the unknown, aliens, Bigfoot, vampires. And once we mature, we find them, more often than not, in our fellow man. Sometimes, though, the monsters truly are the things lurking in the unknown. Unluckily for our protagonists, here the true monster was not, in fact, man, but a literal monster. Elroy and Al, brothers, out fishing for the catch of the day. Unfortunately, that catch happened to be reeled in from the other side of the midnight threshold.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, special guests, honored dignitaries, and people from Sweden, we would like to remind you of one of the most popular features of our program that we call radio postcards.
Radio postcards,
radio postcards, radio postcards. It's fast, it's easy, and everyone can play. Here's how it works. You jot down a simple message you would like to broadcast as part of our show tonight. It can be sweet, funny, sad, perhaps a message of love, desperation, or maybe just a basic nice job in the big race. That part's up to you. It should have a greeting, Dear John, and a closing, Love Mom. You then deposit your message in the box located right up here at the front of the Paradise stage. We will collect the messages, sort through them at intermission, and read the most intriguing ones live on the air. Please keep in mind that your message is going out over the airwaves and therefore may live forever in the form of YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, and or Facebook. And remember, what happens at the Paradise stays on the internet.
Radio postcards, radio postcards,
radio postcards.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now once again, it's time for the Vasa Radio Hour's Top 10 list. This year's Top 10, the top 10 reasons to try blueberry soup. Helping us out is our Cranskilla in residence, Elaine Armstrong. Hello, Elaine.
And reason number 10,
It's all natural and 100% gluten-free.
number 9.
Sometimes called the skier's ink, it can be used to write emergency messages in the snow.
Reason number 8,
It will add beautiful and unpredictable patterns to your new $279 Sciotard.
number 7, when diluted with aquavit, it can be used as a powerful antibacterial mouthwash. Number 6,
It's warm and purple, but not a bruised and swollen area of your groin.
reason number 5,
Yeah, no one cares if you drool down your chin.
number 4,
You can cross one of the most ridiculous goals off your bucket list.
number 3,
If you consume enough of it, you will spontaneously burst into song, namely the psychedelic Jimi Hendrix classic Purple Haze. If you consume too much, you will be singing the Prince hit Purple Rain.
number 2,
Laplanders consider it an aphrodisiac.
and reason number 1,
And the number one reason to try blueberry soup.
you can order it to go.
You better believe it. I can order it to go, and of course, I order it to go every chance that I get.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time again for that exciting segment of our program we call Random Swede.
Random
Swede, Random Swede. It's time for Random Swede. All right, as you know, the way we play is pretty basic. The name of every Swedish visitor in attendance here at the Paradise this evening is entered into a secure database courtesy of the NSA. One of those names is then selected randomly through an electronic algorithmic extreme vetting process. Too complicated to explain in the time remaining in our program. So trust me on this one, it is totally random. Excuse me a moment as I pull up the app on my phone. All right, it seems that my connection is a little fuzzy. Do we have Wi-Fi in here, Paul?
We do.
Oh, wait, here we go. The names are now flashing across the screen. They are spinning, and now they are slowing down. This year's Random Swede is Håkan Mossberger. Come on down.
Oh, Håkan.
Is Håkan in the house?
Right this way. Let's keep giving it up for Håkan. Yes, how are you, Håkan? My name is Dr. Kwama. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hey, by the way, I must tell you, I loved your work in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. You were outstanding, sir. So tell me, do you live here in Mora now? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, my name is Håkan Mossberg, and I'm a skier from Sweden. And I have been here in Mora for my 9th time here. And I like... Yes, I like your place very much, and I have learned to know very many of you, and it's many familiar faces I meet every time here. And I must say, we had a wonderful skiing today, and you have all made a tremendous work to put the tracks in good condition. You have made man-made snow, and you have scraped snow from the fields and hold it to the tracks. We are very impressed of your work.
So you were actually in the race today, is that right?
Yes, I performed the race today, and I think I had a rather good result. I'm satisfied with it. Yeah.
I understand that it's really cool to hear this number spoken in Swedish, 7,777. Tell me what that would be in Swedish, could you?
7,777. That means 7,777. That's something for you, Roger.
Thank you, Håkan.
I see that you have the ski hat on.
Yes, I do.
But you have the wrong flag.
I wondered if you noticed that.
He's such a world traveler, that guy. He's an expat for 15 different countries right now. He's actually just here by virtue of the United Nations. Well, you're a stunning man and a very strapping man, been skiing for years. Were you about 42 years old?
Yes, I have skied in my whole life. So I'm now some years over 70, and I think I have some more years in front of me. So probably I come back next year and see you then.
Yes. Well, we certainly hope you will come back and keep skiing, and we appreciate you here tonight. And let's give a big round of applause for this strapping young buck.
Håkan!
Thank you very much, Håkan.
Thank you, Håkan.
Thank you so much. Random sweet, random sweet. It's time for random sweet. No more vodka for you. All right, let's give it up. Thank you very much, Håkan. We appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for another incredibly special treat. If you, like me, are a sucker for a voluptuous voice, and quite frankly, who isn't? I mean, seriously, voluptuous voice? Well, you will be enthralled by our next guest. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, originally from Mora, Minnesota, Miss Joya Tellez.
Good evening, Maura. I want to start off with a song about friendship and come together. We ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we'll travel along, singing a song side by side. I don't know what's coming tomorrow. Maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel the road, sharing our load side by side. Through all kinds of weather, what if the sky should fall? As long as we're together, it doesn't really matter at all. When they've all had the troubles and parted, we'll be the same as we started, just traveling along, singing a song side by side. Through all kinds of weather, what if the sky should fall? Just as long as we're together, doesn't really matter at all. Oh no, when they've all had the quarrels and parted, we'll be the same as we started, just traveling along, singing a song side by side, side by side, side by side.
Thank you. Well, for this next song, I need some help with the chorus. I'll sing it for you first, but then I'm teaching it to you, and I need to hear loud voices tonight. Shave and cream, be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. Old 40s saying there, look keen. All right, I'll go first, then repeat after me. Shave and cream, be nice and clean. Shave and cream, be nice and clean. Perfect. Lovely. My turn. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. Here we go. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. Beautiful. My turn all the way through and then we'll go together. Shave and cream, be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. Here we go. Shave and cream, be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. Beautiful. Now watch for my cue. I have a sad story to tell you. It may hurt your feelings a bit. Last night when I walked into my bathroom, I stepped in a big pile of shave and cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. You got it. I think I'll break up with my boyfriend. His antics are queer, I'll admit. Each time I say, darling, I love you, he tells me that I'm full of shave and cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. Our baby fell out of our window. You think that her head would be split, but good luck was with her that morning. She fell in a barrel of shave and cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. And now, folks, my story has ended. Think that it's time I should quit. If any of you feel offended, stick your head in a barrel of shave and cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen. One more time. Shave and cream. Be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
Bravo. Bravo. Thank you, Miss Joya Tellez. Ladies and gentlemen, Joya Tellez, an extraordinary talent to be sure. And do not worry, folks, we'll be bringing her back for more in the second half of the Vasa Radio Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of fine sports memorabilia everywhere, make room on your shelves for the release of our newest Vasa Lopin action figure, the Jim Wallace Trail Groomer. This 8-inch tall, ruggedly handsome, sculpted from impact-resistant, non-toxic polyvinyl, includes such lifelike details as fogged-over eyeglasses, a plaid flannel shirt, a well-trimmed mustache, and only a slightly receding hairline. Accessory items such as trail grooming equipment, twisted spruce branches, crushed cans of Bud Light, and a nearly empty bottle of peppermint schnapps are not included, but are sold separately at fine stores everywhere. This item can be shipped to all 50 United States, including Alaska and Hawaii. But this item is not eligible for shipping to U.S. territories, Puerto Rico, Brook Park, or certain areas of rural Wisconsin. This item should be handled with loving care and could be dangerous to children under 3 years of age, small pets, and women over 40 who may be pregnant or think they may be pregnant. The Jim Wallace action figure, bending over backwards to please you.
KVAS. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, from the public access station KVAS in Warman, Minnesota, we bring you Food Tack with your host, the amiable Clara Nelsdaughter.
Well, hi there. I'm actually Paula Pearson, sitting in for my good friend Clara Nelsdaughter. Clara's not able to be here today on account of her tipped uterus. Her last girl, Enorma Lynn, came in just over 10 pounds. And so they think that it might have tipped over her uterus for good. So, Clara, if you're watching today, you just take it easy, okay? Well, we are so lucky to have one of the fanciest Swedish cooks out there visiting us here at Food Tack to tell us all about his new turducken dish. Samuel Markuson, welcome to Food Tack. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us.
Oh, my pleasure, Paula. Thanks for having me.
Now, Samuel, tell us how you came up with such a strange name for something you'd expect people to put in their mouths. Turducken. I mean, it brings so many things to mind, doesn't it now? Where'd you get that funny name?
Actually, Paula, turducken goes all the way back to ancient Swedish civilization. So I didn't create the word. I'm just carrying on an old cooking tradition.
So the Swedes, huh? They're the ones that developed dynamite, aren't they? Because I think you're going to need a stick or two of that to clear out your sewer system after you feed something like that to your whole family, aren't you? So how would someone like me get started with making a turducken anyway?
Well, it's actually more simple than it sounds. Essentially, you are cooking 3 types of poultry at the same time by stuffing a deboned chicken into a deboned duck, and then stuffing the chicken and duck into a deboned turkey. Outside of the US, it's known as a 3-bird roast.
You know, my husband told me it would be simple to put our 3 kids into the Volkswagen and take them out shopping. Boy, was he wrong. You know, you can't debone small boys. And a Volkswagen Bug is only so big. I used to call that the 3-bird ride because I'd usually get flipped off at least 3 times by the other drivers along the way. It is hard to keep your eyes on the road with 3 small boys thrashing around in the back seat. I tell you what. Now, Samuel, I am trying to imagine just exactly what kind of special tools or techniques a guy or gal would have to use just to get those deboned birds tucked inside one another. How does that all work?
Well, Paula, the most difficult part is the deboning. You have to have a good sharp knife and a good deboning technique.
Oh, well, I can't ever seem to keep a sharp knife in the kitchen. Between the boys doing their Boy Scout projects and my husband taking his summer sausage and Triscuits down to the man cave to watch the Vikings games, I am just lucky to find a butter knife, let alone a sharp, good knife.
Once they're deboned, just add seasoning and start layering the birds together, starting with the turkey and then the duck and then the chicken. Carefully bring the edges of the turkey skin up and fasten them together with toothpicks. Use kitchen string to lace around the toothpicks to help hold the stuffed turkey together. Now place the turducken, dressed up, in a large roasting pan and roast covered for 4 hours or until the turducken is golden brown.
Okay, now everybody out there, be careful with the toothpicks. My college roommate, Anna Malmquist, well, she was eating a deli sandwich and forgot it had toothpicks in it. She chomped down on it and one of the toothpicks went right through the roof of her mouth.
Oh.
She told me later that she saw Jesus for just a little bit. Yeah, she was okay afterward, but to this day, she has never eaten another sandwich. She mostly orders soups now.
Well, continue to roast uncovered for 1 hour or until a meat thermometer inserted through the thigh registers 180 degrees Fahrenheit. And a thermometer inserted through the stuffing registers 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Check the turducken every few hours to baste and remove excess liquid. There will be enough pan juices for a gallon of gravy. Carve and serve.
Well, what do you know? That looks very interesting. Samuel, you know, it kind of looks like like an agate or like a tipped turkey uterus. Oh, Clara, if you're watching, I hope this makes you feel better. And for everyone here at Food Tack, a big thanks to Samuel Markuson for showing us how easy it is to make a turducken. I'm heading home now to check on my husband and the boys. If I can find a good sharp knife and a plumber to certify my sewer system, well, then I'm going to take a stab at making my own turducken. Bye-bye now.
Be sure to listen in every week for Food Tack with Clara Nell's daughter.
VAS.
All right, you know what? Thinking about that turducken kind of makes me hungry. I don't know about you guys. So I think I'm going to go mosey on out to the concession stand for some popcorn. Hey, kids, let's take a short break, and I'll meet you back here in about 15 minutes for the second half of the show.
The first portion of the Vasa Radio Hour has been brought to you by First Light Health System. We will return shortly.
And don't forget, folks, it's that time of year again where we ask for your help and generosity in making this the best little theater in town. If you're enjoying tonight's entertainment, you'll love A Night Before the Oscars, our red carpet gala fundraiser celebrating this year's achievements in taking motion pictures, talking motion pictures that have been playing here live at the Paradise Theater on February 25th at 7 p.m. That's a night before the Oscars. There'll be hors d'oeuvres, libations, live theaters, bow ties, moderately attractive people, and things to spend money on. So tickets are $25 and available in the lobby during and after tonight's show and during the intermission you're about to go on now. So if you're unable to attend, please send your wallet instead. Sponsored by Ludapace Norwegian Hair Cream. It's what keeps all my hair on my noggin.
we'll read the postcards, blah, blah, blah.
Okay,
And then,
somebody will
then
say
we,
when we close.
yep, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back.
Okay, and we'll just put two
Invite
numbers.
two.
Yep.
Do you want to stay up with us?
Yeah, and then we'll just stay up here and blow that last one.
That'd be great.
After everybody starts getting up. and walking.
That'd be perfect. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that's. We're gonna dump it, Riverside will be ending.
Last one.
So, we're gonna dance the first, and then,
We'll get around much. Down by the river and it's.
yeah, so then we're gonna show them.
It's all good. It's all good. That was, I was just. Oh, exactly. So glad you're happy. You just slow it down. You better have him set the. We were talking back there. So
We are at 5 minutes. We are at
5 minutes.
5 minutes. We are at 4 minutes, folks. We are at 4 minutes.
Not all of them. We had less staff. Oh yeah, yeah. It's just. Yeah, but it's been a blast. All right, we're at 2 minutes.
Oh, there's the band. Here's the band. When does the band? Are we on? Nope, we're not. Are you ready to Bob Dylan this? In the white sweater? I couldn't see, and some guy came down.
Testing
the aisle.
1, 2.
Hi, husband.
Just about ready to go here with the second
And
half
they're
of the
like-
show.
And everyone else is like, "That's not your husband." I'm like, Oh, nope. Now we're on. Yes, because blue is for every different scene, right?
Thank you so much. Great to see you. Go down there.
they're on the steps. It's grandma or grandma after this, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, visiting guests and foreign dignitaries, fine citizens of Caneby County and surrounding environs, boys and girls of all ages, we proudly present the second half of tonight's program brought to you by First Light Health System. Vasa Radio Hour is on the air. And once again, please welcome to Mora, Minnesota, the incomparable, the inimitable, the master of all things ceremonious, the one, the only, Dr. Kuamba.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. You are once again, far too kind. Hey, we're going to start off the second part of the show by reading some of the thoughtful messages that you created especially for Vasa Radio Hour's live streaming audience tonight in the segment we like to call Radio Postcards.
Radio postcards, radio postcards, radio postcards.
All righty, here we go. The first postcard, ladies and gentlemen. Dear Elmer and Ruth. Elmer is a World War II veteran. Congratulations on your 61 years of marriage. We love you, your friends and family. Yes. Congratulations, Elmer and Ruth. Dear Auntie Godmother, Father Charlotte, I love you, Cosette. Just precious. My heart is so warm right now, I need some antacid. Random prediction, Ezra Newman, 2 months old, the 58-kilometer winner of the 2037 race. Proud Grandpa Dan. Place your bets now, kids. Faust should always have a man bun.
No, he shouldn't.
Hey, I'm pretty sure the man bun is holding most of that hair in. To my lovely wife, thank you for watching over those 800 kids today in Duluth. I'm glad we only have one on the way. You better believe you are. Here's a shout out to Rye, who's homesick tonight. Hope you and the pigs are staying out of trouble. Love, Mom. Far more alarming than I expected, that note. Dearest Paul Stenberg, thanks for being the greatest math teacher ever. Your hair has great flow. Sincerely, your favorite student. And apparently jonesing for a good grade in your class. Dear Vasa Radio Hour, please put out an alert. My husband is lost grooming the trail. Truly yours, a worried cross-culer. Krauskuler? You better find that man. He could die tonight. It's very dangerous out there. And lastly, dear Dr. Kwamba, can we use your oil to wax skis? Thanks. Slow skier. You can use it to wax your skis, and if you put a little dab under your nostrils, you'll skate and ski like the wind. All right, folks, that is Radio Postcards, Radio Postcards, Radio Postcards. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage. Jeez Louise, they're already here. The Mora Second Ending Brass Group. Oh, yeah. The Mora Second Ending Brass Group. Outstanding, outstanding. All right, and now back to our KVAS studios. KVAS. One of our all-time favorite programs, ladies and gentlemen, Grandma Grammar. Watch what you say.
Welcome to Grammar with Grandma. I'm Grandma Grammar, and today I want to talk about a very sensitive subject. Periods. Don't you just hate it when you're late? Like, for an appointment or an important meeting, and you're trying to find the directions on your personal device, and you finally get the address typed in, and then the map and directions come up, and you start reading them, before you get in the car, because that's safer. Well, so you're reading step-by-step instructions, and then wham, there it is. A sentence without a period. I mean, for crying out loud, the whole trip is just ruined. Right there in the step-by-steps. And it was going to be such a great meeting. And the whole drive was going to be just beautiful. Because it was a nice day out there with the bright sun and the deep blue sky dotted with the bright white clouds. Just looked like little sheep on the Broadway show. Just beautiful. Oh gosh, not now, no. Now all I can think about is turn left onto Union Street and proceed south to Stewart. Stewart what? Stewart Avenue? Stewart Anderson's Cattle Company? Martha Stewart? John Stewart? He's kind of cute, that John Stewart. Stewart. Just floating out there in those step-by-steps like a little lost sheep. What's a person to think anyway? No period after Stewart. And then all of a sudden, my straightforward drive to a meeting comes to a strenuous exercise in problem solving. I go from driving Miss Daisy to Columbo in a matter of seconds. I mean, do people realize the ramifications of playing fast and loose with punctuation? I don't think so. I can hear it now.
See, whatever happened to Grandma Grammar? Well, last we knew, she turned left onto Union Street and was headed for Stewart. I guess there was nothing to stop her, so she just kept going. No one has seen her since.
It's just so sad, This kind of reminds me about, I don't know, I think it was maybe 3 years ago now. The city street department was out cleaning off the sides after that big dust storm. Rob Heggerness was wiping off that big stop sign across from the bell tower. Down there where Park and Maple come to a T. And Alice Gonoff was heading home from work that day. Now she stopped at that intersection every day for about near 40 years. And that day she didn't see the stop sign for all that wiping that was going on. And Rob Heggerness was up there on a stepladder in those Carhartt jeans. Next thing you know, bloop, into the lake she went. She came this close to ringing the bell that day. Now, Alice was a strong swimmer, but she was making her apiary rounds and still on her beekeeper suit. It's funny because she had a patch on that suit that said, "Be prepared." Wasn't so funny when she hit the water, though, was it? Not like Alice anyway. She'll be okay, though, once she solves that moldy beekeeper suit problem she's got. I guess it just goes to show, well, you just got to have something to stop you, or you just keep going on and on and on and on until forever or something. And no one wants to see or hear anyone go on and on forever, especially someone in a beekeeper suit heading for Mora Lake. End of story. Period.
Well, let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the lovely, the loquacious, and the always grammatically correct Grandma Grammar.
KVAS.
Sometimes When I'm out there on the trail, all by myself, it gets so quiet, so absolutely beautifully quiet that sometimes I start to hear stuff inside my brain. Or I think I'm hearing stuff, so that a snapping twig may sound like a drum, or the wind through the trees like a harmonica, and sometimes even voices. Even a voice like Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan? Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, I know it's been a while. I was having some trouble sleeping, and you're always good to talk to in those situations. Oh, I don't know. I've been thinking about this whole Nobel Prize thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, that's very nice of you to say, but it still seems kind of arbitrary, don't you think? Like, why me? Why now? Well, you don't mince words, do you? But if it's true, why didn't they just give it to Leonard Cohen? Answer me that. Well, no, I meant before. Posthumous award isn't any good. I mean, who even gets it? His kids? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you're right. I mean, I'm not trying to knock the whole concept of posthumous awards. I'm sure I'll get a bunch of them. Well, not to be presumptuous. Well, thanks. And I love my kids and my grandkids too. Don't get me wrong, but what good are all these posthumous trophies going to be to them? I guess they just don't give trophies to guitar players, huh? But then they don't usually give Nobel Prizes either, huh? Yeah. Well, it just seems arbitrary, I guess. But I'm sorry. I've been talking too much. What's new with you? Well, I didn't know you felt that way. I mean, I know we haven't spent much time together in the past, 30 years or so. Well, all right, fine. 40 years since, well, what was it called? Yeah, since then. I know I haven't been the best friend I could have been. Well, hey, I'm trying, man. Sorry. Apologies aren't my, yeah. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry I haven't asked you how you're doing. I'm sorry, it's always me, me, me. It's just, yeah, no excuses. I'm sorry. It's just, selfishly, you always know what to say. So, thank you for that. Well, that, well, that's real sweet of you. I wasn't fishing for that, but thanks. Can't put too much stock in the past though, or people will think, they'll think you've got nothing invested in the future. Think your best work is behind you. But you and me no different, don't we, buddy? Amen. Amen. The best is yet to come.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan. Answering the big questions in life, like if your knees bent the other way, what would a chair look like?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the newest and most exciting audience interactive portion of our program we call Should I Stay or Should I Go? Tell us about it, Dr. Kwamba.
Oh, you better believe I'd be happy to. I'm gladly happy to answer that question, Jessica. Should I stay or should I go? It's really quite simple. Everybody can play. We have invited our very own emergency medical consultant, Dr. Terry Johnson, to provide expert testimony based on his years of experience as a family physician and an emergency room specialist. Though Dr. Johnson often works the midnight shift in the ER at First Light Health System, he has graciously consented to help us out here tonight. We must remind you, ladies and gentlemen, the opinions expressed by Dr. Johnson are solely for the purposes of entertainment and should not in any way be construed as medical advice. Yeah. Jessica, would you be so kind as to run us through the medical disclaimer?
Certainly, Dr. Kwamba. The information on this program is not intended or implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. All content, including text, graphics, images, and information contained in or available through this program, is for entertainment purposes only. Vasa Radio Hour, Dr. Terry Johnson, and First Light Health Systems make no representation and assume no responsibility for the accuracy of information contained in or available through this program, and such information is subject to change without notice. You are encouraged to confirm any information obtained from or through this program with other sources and review all information regarding any medical conditions or treatments with your physician. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay seeking medical treatment because something you've heard or accessed through this show. And finally, Vasa Radio Hour, Dr. Terry Johnson and First Light Health Systems are not responsible nor liable for any advice, course of treatment, diagnosis, or any other information, services, or products you obtain through this show.
My God. Thank you, Jessica.
My pleasure, Dr. Kwamba.
Quite a mouthful. All right, now, enough with the disclaimers. Here we go. Now, we will present Dr. Johnson with an actual medical condition gathered by our research staff near the Vasa finish line on Union Street right here in downtown Mora earlier today. Now, your task is to predict how the good doctor will respond. Will he say stay, as in it isn't worth the trip to the ER? Or will he say go, as in you better get your butt to the emergency room right away? Now, let's practice. Now, before we start with the medical questions, I'm just going to make certain that we're all on the same page, okay? I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, and then you guys say stay or go. Okay? Now, let's just try it one time where everybody in the whole audience, all of you together will say stay, okay? So 3, 2, 1.
Stay!
Oh, my God. You guys are unbelievable. I'm going on the road with you people. All right. So let's get this thing rolling. Finally, I believe we are ready to play Should I Stay or Should I Go? Our first
Dr. Johnson, where are you?
Is the Dr. Johnson in the house? Right this way, sir. Be careful on your way up. If you injure yourself, it is a work comp claim, as you're aware. Right this way, Dr. Johnson in the house. I feel much safer right now. Good to see you, doctor. How are you tonight?
I'm good.
All right. So let's get our first potential patient here.
This might sound a little weird, and I'm kind of embarrassed by this, but today during the race, while trying to gulp down some blueberry soup at one of the soup stops, well, some of it came out in my nose, and a blueberry, or a part of a blueberry, the husk, I guess you call it, it got stuck up there and in my nose, and it feels really weird. I tried blowing my nose, but when that didn't work, I tried to get it out with the tweezers, but I ended up shoving it in there further, and I'm kind of freaked out about this. My girlfriend says I'm being a big baby and I should stop whining. She says the blueberry will pass in the night, but I don't think so. What should I do, Doc?
Okay. All right, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a blueberry lodged in his nose cavity or something, okay, up in his nose. Now, what should he do? Should he go to the emergency room, or should he stay home with the hope that it will, like his girlfriend apparently is suggesting, that it will pass through the night or whatever? On the count of 3, ladies and gentlemen, stay or go. 3, 2, 1. Should he? Stay. Okay, all right, stay. Doctor?
So you all said stay, right? Not going? Well, the truth is, I would say go. Because we love foreign bodies in the emergency room. You stuff things in cavities, we love taking them out. I swear to God. It's kind of like King Arthur pulling the sword out of the stone when you get it out of there. You feel this sense of accomplishment. When somebody comes in with a foreign body, I'm quick to sign up for that case because I want to get that out of there. But before you go in, I would suggest there's a story my brother told me about. Some of you, I looked through the crowd walking up here. Some of you remember the purple people eaters from the Vikings, you know, the linemen. And back a number of years ago in the 70s, they were playing in a playoff game, and they panned to the 4 linemen on the side, and Carl Eller did a maneuver where he closed one nostril and he hacked up some substance that my brother told me was so big that it actually was inducted into the Hall of Fame. In any case, I'm sure that the cameraman didn't want that on the show. But the point is if you have something, that's not a bad idea, trying that. Close one side, snorting as hard as you can with your mouth closed, and that might get it out. If it doesn't, come on in. We got lots of tools, and we'll have lots of fun getting that out.
Wow, thank you, doctor. That's fascinating. And just to be clear, now you mentioned, now I always understood snorting to be kind of an intake of air like that. Now, what would be the medical term for it's like a hawking or something? Hawking? So hawking it out of your nostril. Okay, well, good advice, sage advice. All right, let's get our next medical dilemma, please.
I have intense cramping in my well, I think it's my intestines because at first I thought it was my appendix because it was on my left side, but now it seems to have shifted to the right side, and I don't know what to think, but it's really, really super uncomfortable. It feels like my abdomen is going to explode. Maybe it's colon cancer, maybe it's just gas. I don't know what to do. Now, I've never felt like this before. What should I do? Do I need a CAT scan?
No, that's a tough one. Cancer, appendicitis, or just a bad piece of lutefisk or something. So, ladies and gentlemen, you make the call, okay? 3, 2, 1. Go! Wow. Let's do that one more time. I was a little confused by the response. 3, 2, 1. Go! All right, doctor. Yeah. What do you think?
I think I heard more stay than go, which is ridiculous.
Yes, you don't care? Cancer.
We want people with abdominal pain to come into the emergency room. He was right. There could be a lot of things. And by the way, your appendix is on the right side, not the left side. So recently, I had a patient who came in who had medical conditions and a situation where I thought something really serious might be wrong. And I did do a CAT scan. And what I ended up diagnosing was a poopoma. And oma is the Latin term for lump. So it was a poop lump, basically.
Wow. So he should go into the emergency room for sure. You get that looked at. And you left me hanging there earlier. You mentioned that you pull a lot of things out of people without violating any HIPAA laws. What's the coolest thing you ever pulled out of a human being?
I really can't say, actually.
Well,
not in this company here.
All right, perhaps after the show you'll slip me a piece of paper.
Just think of the orifice, though, and you'll.
Yeah, God. Here we go. I'll do that. I've been thinking about it all afternoon. Hey, so our third and final medical predicament of the evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, doctor, I'm a fairly active 29-year-old female. I run marathons and I ski the big race every year, but last night I got up in the middle of the night and I stubbed my toe on the corner of the bed, then I tripped over the rug and rolled my ankle, and I didn't think much of it at the time, but after doing the 58 kilometers today, it hurts like crazy. I think I might have broken my ankle or something. I took a couple of ibuprofen and that didn't really dull the pain at all, so do you think I should come to the ER for an x-ray?
Okay, audience, classic stub toe, broken ankle combo plate here. And we've all been there. We've all done that. So should she take a few more ibuprofen and call back in the morning? Or should she get her marathon running self into the ER? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Stay! Okay, Dr. Johnson.
So I heard go principally there. And so you're 0 for 3 people. If she skied the race, the chances of a fracture, I think, is pretty small. So I probably wouldn't have her go into the emergency room right that minute. If she showed up, what I would do is what I call sometimes therapeutic radiation, which basically is somehow when you do an x-ray and they pass the injured portion of their body in front of the magic x-ray machine, it makes all things better. And so I can say the films were negative and people feel way better about whatever it was they came in about. So.
Wow, you're a mad scientist. That's outstanding. So basically you're billing her for an x-ray and she's got no problem at all. It's unbelievable.
I'm not committing fraud here. They came and asked for it, all right?
True, true. We ask for it, we get it. Well, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Good advice all around. Thank you so much, Dr. Johnson, for sharing your medical expertise with us tonight. Thank you also to the First Light Health System, and thank you, audience, for your awful diagnoses, frankly, but thank you for participating in Should I Stay or Should I Go? All right, ladies and gentlemen, please let's welcome back to the spotlight the charming and the elegant vocal stylings of Joya Tellez.
Well, you know, my family immigrated to Mora in the early 1900s, the Leadstroms and the Hallstroms. And we keep the Scandinavian tradition going on with keeping the food alive, Scandinavian food, and one of our favorite sides. Well, that's just a little lefse. Lefse is good for many things. We can give you proof. Tiling on the kitchen floor, patching up the roof. Some people even use it as soles upon their feet. Some folks even think it's good to eat. Just a little lefse will go a long way. Gives you indigestion most all the day. Put it on your menu, you'll be sure to say, just a little lefse will go a long way. Erickson once had a boat, was a leaky scow. He said to beat Columbus, gotta leave right now. The boat was leaking badly as we neared the USA, but he plugged the holes, yeah, lefse saved the day. Just a little lefse will go a long way. Gives you indigestion most all the day. Put it on your menu, you'll be sure to say, just a little lefse go a long way. Now if you know what lefse is, then you can understand. Looks and feels like plastic, tastes like plywood. We don't know who invented it, we don't know who to blame, but if you're Norse, you'll eat it all the same. Just a little lefse go a long way. You see indigestion most all the day. Put it on your menu, you'll be sure to say, just a little lefse go a long way. Just a little lefse will go a long way. Gives you indigestion most all the day. Put it on your menu, you'll be sure to say, just a little lefse will go a long way. Just a little lefse go a long way. Woo! Well, for my last song for tonight, I'm going to slow it down a bit. You know, right now I'm living in St. Paul, but Moore is my hometown. And whenever I'm driving up north on Highway 65, I get to think about all the friends and family I'm going to see, the warm and comfort, just going home. Going home, going home. I'm a going home. Quiet like some still day. I'm just going home. It's not far, just close by, through an open door. Work all done, care laid by, going to fear no more. 'cause they're expecting me. Father's waiting too. Lots of folks gathered there, all the friends I knew. No more fear, no more pain, no more stumbling by the way, no more longing for the day, going to roam no more. Morning star lights the way, restless dreams all gone, shadows gone, break of day, real life's just begun. There's no break, there's no end, just a living on, wide awake with a smile, going on and on, going home, going home. I'm a going home. Shadows gone, break of day, real life's just begun. I'm just going home. Going home.
Thank you, Joya. And Mora is always happy when you come home.
Seen the basement of a gracious Mora Vasa hostess, Jackie Marley. Jackie is aged, slightly stooped, and made slightly cranky by the invasion of 3 visiting high school seniors from the ski team of an unnamed South Metro area high school that begins with an E. Jackie has plied her slightly less than appreciative guests, Ava Johnson, Bella Swanson, and Ebby Scrooge, with leftover lefse, and headed upstairs to watch Belinda Jensen on Care 11 before calling it a night. The girls explore the basement.
So, what is this? I don't get this at all. There's no flat screen, no fireplace. How are we supposed to relax down here?
I know, right? And what's with the shower in the corner? It's OMG plastic. I didn't even know a shower could be plastic. My conditioner is going to create a dangerous situation in there.
I don't know. I don't think it's so bad. She made us really cozy beds here. Look at these quilts. They've got those cool orange horsey thingies on them.
OMG, we have to get out of here. There isn't even a Panera in this town. I have to eat a McDonald's parfait to get anything healthy.
Totally. And there's no Target either. Where am I supposed to get socks? And what is a Shopco?
I don't know. There's the Crystal and Kev's and Mitera and Pizza Pub and great socks at the Bread and Honey.
Bella, you're such a dork. I hate this place. The Vasa is stupid.
Idiots! It is I, Jackie Marley.
What?
That is right, you little Ebby.
Me?
Yes, you. You, Ebby, will be visited by three callers. Be ready. You will know them by their special garb, skirts of many colors, vests and pins, many pins. Be ready.
That was weird. I think it was the mixture of the pasta feed and the DQ. I don't feel so good.
Hello, dear.
Who are you? Do I even know you?
Oh, yes. I was here at your first Vasalopet, and I will always be here. They still need me to help with bibs. I am a Kranskula Vasalopet past.
My first Vasalopet? But I've never been here before.
Oh, yes, yes, you have. Look closer. Closer.
I just see kids laughing and playing in the snow and falling down and laughing again. Wait, is that?
Yes, dear. That's you and your friends in your first mini Lopet.
And there's that big guy too, laughing. And I remember him. That's King Vasa.
That's right, dear. I have to go now. But remember.
Wait, don't go.
Abby, are you all right? You look a little green.
I'm okay, just perfect. Just give me one of those energy packets and I'll be fine.
I think we should go home. You're freaking me out.
I said I'm fine. What now?
Come with me.
Do I have to?
You do. The time is now. The place is here. The Vasalopet is the way. Take a deep breath. The present moment is all you have. Come with me.
What is this place?
This is the celebration tent. Where once a mighty granary stood, there is now the celebration tent.
The celebration tent? This band is actually really good.
Ah, yes. This is East Central Minnesota, and we know how to rock. They are called the Groovies. And the lead singer, the one with the necktie, that's the Olsen boy. He used to mow my lawn.
I didn't know the Vasalopet had all this going on.
It is a well-kept secret. Some of us like it that way.
What? There's music? And look, an art show. There's ski joring, and whoa, there's even a flat tire race.
But look here.
What is this place? And who are those hungry children?
This is the Mora Food Shelf, which, like the Vasalopet, is a 501c3 organization to which your joyfully accepted donation is fully tax deductible.
Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't know.
Pay attention, Abby. Pay attention. Pay attention.
Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention.
Abby! Abby, wake up. You're talking in your sleep. Put your face mask on.
I was dreaming about those orange horsey things.
Oh, okay. I'll go back to. Are you the final visitor who was foretold?
I am.
Lead the way. My skis are waxed. I am ready. Where are we?
Why, on the Vasalopet Trail.
This isn't a trail. There's no way through. It's dark and grown over. There's buckthorn everywhere. I can't see. I can't move. I can't ski. I'm surrounded by buckthorn. The trail is overgrown with buckthorn and zebra mussels. And various other invasive species.
That's right. The trail is gone. It's gone now. All gone.
But what happened about all the races? The mini lopet, the ski for the cause?
Gone.
But why?
Look, look, everyone too busy, too selfish, too self-involved to volunteer, too worried about themselves to work together anymore.
I see them. I see them all. Is that me?
It is!
No. No. Please say it isn't so. Please say the Vasa will continue. No. No. No.
Abby! Wake up.
What? Where? Wait. What day is that?
Saturday?
Then I haven't missed it? I haven't missed the race?
No, duh.
No, but we should get going soon.
I will. I will. The Vasa the grand, beautiful, wonderful, magnificent Vasa Let's get going. We've got to make a donation at the food shelf on the way. Bless us, everyone. Bless the Mora Vasa
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the sound of the bells. And that tells me that the Vasa Radio Hour is once again winding down. All good things must come to an end, or at least go into a state of semi-hibernation. Me, I'm headed back on the road starting tomorrow. A couple of gigs at a casino down in Iowa. Then on to Branson before a week on a comedy cruise out of Los Cabos. Wherever I go and whatever I do, I'll remember your kindness, your generosity, and your long-standing offer to buy me drinks over there at the party tent after the show. I've had a great time here tonight in my surrogate hometown of Mora, Minnesota, and I sure hope that you have too.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, First Light Health System, as well as the staff of the glorious Paradise Theater. We'd like to thank Mid-Continent Communications for the service provided for the internet tonight. And we have the Vasa writers, Leighton J. Wilkening, Mackenzie Lucking, Sally Larkin, Harold H. Luber, and Tom Niebor. The Vasa players, Jenna Pulkrabek, Kelly Gillespie, Jesse Gillespie, Jessica Faust, and Jared Faust. Our keyboard man, Leighton Wilkening, stage manager, Elaine Armstrong, and our special musical guest, Joya Tejas and the Mora Second Ending Brass Group. Yours truly, Roger Niebor, and the man of the hour, the healer of all ailments, the teller of fortunes, the great, the wondrous, Dr. Kawamba.
Thank you, thank you. Good night, God bless, and keep on skiing.
Cross Ensemble.